Hello, hello. Let me see. Let me see if this is working well or not. Hmm, hello. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I think it's working well. Okay, good. Very good. Very good. All right. Hello, YouTube. It's been a while. Let me turn on. Okay, good. This is Eddy from Global Hanguk. Today is August the 1st. No, sorry. I, I watched August the 23rd, 8 a.m. in South Korea. Let me turn on the live streaming on the. Okay, good. Okay, hello guys. Once again, this is Eddy from Gogo Hanguk. I'm live streaming in South Korea. I think this will be better. Hello. I'm live streaming in Instagram over here and YouTube over here. So I try to always try to do both at the same time. But the before I have as always technical problem for the YouTube, so I figured it out and then I just like turn on my desktop for the live streaming in YouTube. So hopefully the quality is good enough. Hopefully, if not, let me know. I will improve the quality and everything. Okay. And this is Instagram. Hello, Instagram. Good. Before starting streaming, uh, I try to do bi-weekly Thursday uh, in every 2 weeks. But I was sick before, so I couldn't do that because the food poisoning. So that's why I couldn't turn it on. I couldn't turn it on properly, as I planned. So sorry about it. So that's why I turn on now to give you some updates during the August 2021, what's happening in Korea, what's the situation in vaccine or COVID-19 and other things, and of course a little bit of update. So that's why I turn on Monday. Hopefully this is good enough. In the meantime, let me know if you have any questions about how to study in Korea, you know, how to study or how to live in Korea. I'm gonna give you answer right away. Same to YouTube as well. And if you have any question about how to live and study in Korea, let me know. So I will reply you as right now. Right now. Good. So before going to some updates, there are already some questions in Instagram. So let me see. Very good. So anytime if you have any question, feel free to share on Instagram or YouTube, like a chat. I'm gonna read and try to answer you right away. Very good. Hello from France. Hello from Italy. I hope it's not too late. So first question from the Lord 1995. What's new in South Korea for foreign student? Very broad question. So I will go that soon. In general, nothing much because mm, still the 14 days rule, quarantine rule is still there, and what else for the general information? Still, we are accepting foreigners from the outside of Korea, either coming to Korea without visa or with visa. We are still accepting many people. Of course, based on the corona situation in your country, there are some more restriction. Other than that, it's pretty much the same as like last month or 2 months before. So, everything seems same as the same as before. The quality is amazing. Understood. That's good. Thank you so much. Another question from the Neskrin Suhami. Is Yonsong University a public university or private university? I'm not familiar with that university. Yonsong University, let me search. Yonsong University. 연정대학교 in Gyeonggi province. So it looks like it's private school. It looks like it's private school. 연성대학교, Yonsong University. So it's private school. It's easy answer, I guess. Easy question, I think. What the COVID? How does it work in Korea? From the Ludovica Beatrice. Sorry. So the COVID situation in Korea a little bit worse than before. So we have average like 1,500, or sometimes of course go up to 2,000, over 2,000 new cases. So when it comes to Korea, it's quite high. So the corona situation is a little bit worse than before. Good things, of course, because of that, there are certain like a distancing rule. So we have like 4 steps, like first, the second, third, and fourth. So we are in the fourth, the highest level of the distancing rule. So there are certain rules, such as some places people cannot get let's say more than 2 after more than 3, more than 3 after 6 p.m. Only 2 people can go to like restaurant or something like that. And of course, there are some rules for like what else? Like going to church, there are certain limits, or going to some kind of ceremony, there are certain rules. The situation itself is worse than before. However, good news about the COVID situation in Korea is that the vaccine nowadays vaccine goes faster than before. So we have 50% of the people got the first shot, and then 22% got fully vaccinated. So it's compared to another country, it could be slower. However, it goes well, and then a majority of the population, which will be like over 20 and under 50, will get vaccine very soon. So including myself. So I will go get vaccine actually this week. So which means that like in I guess 1 or 2 months, there are huge population will get vaccine. So hopefully, as a government plan, so we will get the vaccine like 70% of the population will get vaccine until by the November of this year. Meaning that like there will be more freedom being in Korea and studying in Korea. So that's very good news, like compared to the fourth wave of the corona situation, the virus situation, and the same as any other like country in globally. So it's like there are pros and cons. Like a situation is a little bit like dangerous. However, the vaccine goes up. So good. Okay. So one question from the YouTube: I'm full vaccinated, and still don't understand why Mexico can go and no Chile. Mm, First of all, Chilean people can come, I believe. And uh, even though you got like full vaccination, you need to still do the 14 days quarantine, I'm afraid. So I believe you need to check once again, maybe. I believe we can still accept like a Mexican people as well as Chilean. So, so please check once again. And if you don't, or if you want to make sure, then you can email us at info@gogohanguk.com, or I'm gonna share with you the contact form. You can ask us. So we have staff, can speak like Spanish, so she will help you. Okay. Ludovica Beatriz, I would love to apply for March 2022. That's good, very good. So when you come in next March, the situation would be much, much better, I believe. I strongly believe that the situation will be much, much better. Good point about like being in Korea in March 2020, or like you wonder like when you want to contact us. So I would say contact us right now, even for the March 2022, March 2022, March 2022, right now. Just because uh, there are certain like application dates. So in for example, March 2022. So my brain is not working on Monday. I think it's too early. Anyway, the March 2022, 22nd, the applications, we accept applications from the, I believe, like from the January until, no, December of the 2021, until the, I believe, in the middle of February. So contact us right now to get like more information. The more time, the better, as I said, as always. So the sooner the better. And if you have more time, then more preparation, especially in this pandemic situation, you might need like some more extra time, because what I heard from the student is that like it takes more time because of the COVID. So when you before COVID, you can just go and get the apostille, ask for like school documents quite easily. But when it comes to pandemic situation, it gets like a little bit more. It needs more time to prepare from them, as well as some like school or some like embassy, not some embassy, including embassy or some apostille place, stop working because of the COVID. So there are many like many differences compared to before COVID and after COVID. So contact us right now would be like a smart move. Even after the March 2022, let's say for example, if you want to come back September of 2022, still I want you to contact us right now. Okay. Yes, yes. So from the Ali, from the YouTube, December and January to apply for studying in March 2022. Yes. But like I said, contact us right now so that you will have more time to prepare like this and that. And then each school has different documentation. Each school has different application date. So contact us right now would be like smart move. Okay. Let's go with another question. Is it cheaper to study in South Korea since the pandemic? I don't think so. I don't think so. In term, when you think about like studying, there are big two things like studying and living. So studying, the tuition fee is same as before. Living would be pretty similar, I would say. Even looking for house or food itself, the price would be similar. So no differences, because of the COVID. So the price would be same as before. I will be applying for next summer with Google Hanguk. Thank you so much. Once again, even next summer, please contact us right now. From Marlene, 2021. When Vera love travel. When do you need to apply for summer program 2022? So application date, like I said, each school is slightly different. So, but when it comes to summer program, it's gonna be, I would say, from the May, June. Sorry, it will be much before. So it would be from the March 2022 until the in early May for the application dates from the school. However, like I said, even next summer, I want you to contact us right now. Okay, from there. Thank you for asking. That's a good question, actually. Another question from the randomness. Can I get a job while studying in Korea? Need extra cash if I want to do something. Yes, that's true. So it's like one of the frequently asked questions. So first of all, yes, you can work with the student under student visa. However, there is one important rule. Uh, so you need to, in terms of the working with the student visa, for us, we are helping Korean language course, which means you will get the D41 visa. So when it comes to D41 visa, you need to study first 6 months. First 6 months, you cannot work uh, at all. You cannot work at all. However, after first 6 months, the other 6 months or 1 year, you can work. You are able to work. However, there are also rules based on your topic score, based on the school. Per week, you can work from the 10 hours per week, or sometimes you can work like 20 hours per week. So my answer would be yes, you can work, but you need to study over 6 months so that you can legally work. I mean, the reason that the visa has those rules is because student visa is for studying, not working. So that's why our government has like strict rule. The first rule, you cannot work. However, after the first rule, first 6 months you cannot work. However, the other the other like 6 months or 3 months or 9 months or 1 year, you can work. But there are also certain rules in order to work. Good. Let me see. Another question from the Joanne. Which school in Seoul is better for students who enjoy a big class? I It's more like a preference. So you need to do research by yourself, which schools would be better. But for us, we have like schools in Seoul, 4 schools. Gangnam University, Donggong University, Hanyang University, and the Lexis Korea as a private school. So each school has like different different like characteristic. So it's more like your preference. But when it comes to size of the class, so I'm not sure how big you are thinking of. However, in the school, well, normally like 15, like 1 5 is like a maximum number in one class. So I don't know. Of course, it's not gonna be every day like 15 like student. It could be a little over or much less or a little bit less. So that's the size of the Korean language program in the university. Okay. I think you just need your visa or passport. Yeah, I mean, like in order to get a visa, you must have like a passport, and there are, like I said, each school is a little bit different, but there are another like things you need to prepare in order to get the visa. Okay, very good. From the Played Nita, my daughter is there now. She wants to stay longer, but having a hard time with making appointment to immigration for the visa. Yes, I mean it's every time is different. You know, not just in Korea but also in overseas. Well, visiting the immigration or visiting the like embassy or consulate these days with pandemic is a little bit more challenging due to the pandemic because there are always new rules in order to visit there, as well as if the like a if the place has like a confirmed cases is shut down, so there are more problem. However, if your daughter is here, let us help you, let us help her, let us help her, so we can give her what to do in order to visit. And sometimes you need to just go there and then apply for visa, but still ask us to get our help to book the visit. Okay. Mm, Another question from the Marlene. Do we have to pay out of our pocket for housing? We will stay for quarantine when we land to South Korea. Yes. So, accommodation before, during the quarantine or after quarantine, of course, you should pay by yourself. Uh, you know, for government facility, or if you find on your own, you need to pay by yourself for sure. No exceptions. Okay, another question from the Nesrin Shuhami. If I want to study in Korea, can I enter a public university, or I just can enter the private university? Both are possible. Both are possible. Uh, you can enter a private public university. Anything you want. That's totally possible. Okay. Okay. Can I get a job? Or I think I answered that. How EU Green Pass work in Korea? Do they recognize foreigners vaccinated outside Korea? First of all, I'm not sure what EU Green Pass means. However, I think when you get the vaccine, I think you get the pass. I don't think it's working in Korea right now. I don't think it's recognized in Korea, I think. So, like I said before, when you get the vaccine in your country, then you still need to do like 14 days quarantine. Okay. From the Calista, if I apply for 6 months and I decide to stay longer, is it possible to change my visa? Of course, it depend. It's going to be depending on what kind of visa you want to change. But let's say, for example, you come to Korea through us to get a like default visa, and then I like being here. I want to stay longer. Then you can extend your studying with the default visa. That's totally possible. And then you can stay up to 2 years with the visa. But like I said, if you want to change another visa, I don't know which visa you are planning. It's gonna be depending on the visa, whether you can, whether you can extend it in Korea or not. But default visa, yes, you can extend it like every 6 months or uh, even one more year. That's totally possible, if after the first 6 months. Of course, we can help that. Don't worry about it. And school, and we can help that. Hello, I'm still waiting for my email answer. Oh, good thing. So one of the things that I want to update you is about the emailing to us. So we still have a lot of emails. So our our goal is to reply you within 3 business days. But these days we have a lot of emails, so that's why we can reply you in time. So please do understand me. Second thing is that there are certain countries we can support, we cannot support. So when you check our contact form, when you select your country, sometimes we cannot help your country yet. So sorry about it. Sorry for any inconvenience for that. But we have like a limited human power. In the meantime, the WOFA, Ministry of Foreign Affairs uh, rules, like immigration rules, is very strict. So there are certain countries we can help, or certain countries we cannot help. So please do understand us for not replying you within 3 days. In the meantime, the countries that we cannot help, sorry about it, but hopefully we can expand our service so that we can help your country in the future. So we are working on it, but it's gonna take a lot of time. So thank you for your understanding in advance. A random same question, same answer to you from the Lord Shinaiser, I think. Is it easier to go in Korea compared to Japan, where they close the borders even for those students? Yes, that's not good. You know, our head office in Japan, we also helping like study in Japan and living in Japan by Gogo Nihon. But the Japanese border has been closed like since last year, I think. So that's which is not great for our student. So that's too bad. But hopefully, these days, the Gogonian try to open the border and pushing the immigration to open the border. So hopefully, really hopefully, Japan's border will open. You know, Unlike Japan, the Korea government is still like accepting, since the beginning of the pandemic, still opening the border, and then not everyone, but like most of the foreigners can come to Korea. So that's good. So still you can come to Korea uh, uh, with this pandemic. Okay. Another question from the only Sophia. Students who are already studying in Chinese university can do a transfer. Mm, First of all, once again, the Gogo Hanguk helping you to study Korean in Korea. So when it comes to university transfer, I'm not sure about it. But what you need to do, the best way would be asking the office in your Chinese university whether you can transfer to certain Korean university, because your Chinese university can have maybe sister university in Korea, then it might be possible, but I'm not sure 100%. So you need to visit and ask the university in China. Okay. Okay, another question from the ex Hiba. I want to travel to Korea, but I do not know Korean. Can I speak English there? Of course, speaking Korean would be much easier, much better when it comes to communication. Speaking English would be, of course, beneficial. A lot of young generations in cities, they can speak a little bit of or more English than any other like languages. So having a English skill would be much like a more beneficial. However, speaking Korean would be much easier for the communication. Of course, you need to study a lot, I think. Okay. I hope I answered you well enough. From the Tamara TT, can you still do your undergraduate degree in law as an international student? First of all, like I said, we do help you for the Korean program, not the degree seeking or like a master degree seeking program. So in for the undergrad degree course, you need to research yourself and then ask the school you are interested in directly. So for now, we cannot help that. But in the future, our long-term plan would be to help you the undergraduate or even master. But I cannot tell when it will happen. So for now, I want you to do your research and then contact the university by yourself. So sorry about it. From the Jet IN, I applied for September 2022 session. That's good. Yeah. Once again, even for next September or next June term, please contact us right now so that we can, help you by emailing, giving you some tips or some information, some updates, how things are going in Korea, from our student coordinator. So that's good, very good. Contact us right now. And when it comes to terms about the Korean program, let me tell you once again. So Korean program terms in a year, there are 4 terms. So spring, summer, fall, winter. When it comes to month, March, June, September, and December. So in a year, we have 4 terms when it comes to like Korean language program. So September term is like 4 terms. So when you want to study 4 terms, you need to apply for the course like around this time. So I would say, June, July, those are like application deadlines. So in order to apply for June and July, you need to, contact us this area earlier than that. So that's why I'm asking you to contact us as soon as you can, And when it comes to, university program, why university, not the private school? So in Korea, in order to having the, visa, only the university can issue the D4 like student visa. So that's why, unlike, Japan, our like sister company or head office, Japan's private school can issue the student visa. But when it comes to in Korea, only the university can issue the student visa. So that's why we are like partnership with the, with many universities, Hanguk and Silla University in Busan, Gangnam University and Hanyang University. So that's the reason that we are partnership with the university. Good. So a little bit of like basic information from the Janice. I think a week ago I submitted for the form for applying to Gangnam University, but I haven't received any email yet. Does Gangnam University still accepting applications for winter semester? Yes. So first of all, sorry for the delay. Like I said, there are huge volume of the emails. So we try to get back to you within 3 business days, but sometimes it's go over. So please do understand us. And then for the Gangnam's December semester, yes, for now, it's not really like application date. September. Yeah, we are going to start at Gangnam University. We start very soon to get the winter semester applications. So we will get back to you very soon. Try to get back to you very soon. But sorry about it. Sorry about the delay. From the another question from Yehtekso. Sorry for repeat of you've been already answered this question, but how restrict of Korea as far as going out in public or gatherings? Oh, so for example, like I said, the COVID situation in Korea is a little bit worse than before. So that's why Korea has like 4 distancing rules. So first and second and third and fourth. So we are in the fourth. So meaning that when you go out together, for example, before, I might be wrong. Before I might be wrong. So please to understand me. So before 6 p.m., you can gather like including 4 people in the restaurant, let's say. But after 6 p.m., only 2 people can go into the restaurant together. Go over the 2 people, you cannot sit together. And when it comes to studying, these days is in between the online program and the offline program. Of course, each school is different, but some school like try to do like both at the same time. So sometimes this week would be offline, that will be online, like back and forth. So distancing rule is like one of the highest level, and then when it comes to class, it's like in between offline and online. I believe these days most of the school would be like 80% would be online courses, but in the meantime, another 20% is like a mixture of the offline and online. So I hope I answer you well enough. I want to travel to Korea, but I do not understand Korean. That's why you can study with us, use our service and study in the universities. Maybe that would be helpful. Of course, it's not easy to study language, new language. It's going to take a lot of effort, a lot of time, and a lot of money. So please don't understand that. So, learning new language is not easy, like in general, not just only Korean, but also like in Japanese, English myself as well. It wasn't easy. Still, I'm not like perfect. I'm not like good enough. But you need to keep studying, keep using it. I guess I'm so behind of the question. Sorry about it. If I decided to stay in school dorm, there is cafeteria where we can eat. Yes, most of sorry, most of the school has like cafeteria with the dormitory. But if let's say for example, if there is no cafeteria in dormitory, still in the campus there are a lot of cafeterias for you to like eat and order coffee or like simple meals. So there are a lot of cafeteria with dormitory or without dormitory. Sorry. So like I said, the dormitory, or school itself is very different. So please contact us to know more about the dormitory or school or cafeteria. From the DJ effective, will the letter of acceptance enrollment be sent via a mail or electronically? Email? So both. So for example, that's very good question because some embassy or some consulate in your country will accept only paper or only PDF, like electronic file. So based on that, the university will give you either of it or both of it. So yes, we can give them based on the visa situation, a visa like requirement from the embassy or consulate in your country. We can give them both or either of it. Which would be the cheap university but still great at teaching? That's not education, but what I can tell you is that uh, universities, because we have like schools in Seoul, Daegu, and Busan. Most three of them is one of the major cities in Korea. But universities in Seoul relatively expensive, and universities in Busan or Daegu is a little bit cheaper than Seoul. But I would believe that like these universities are good universities, meaning that like when you think about like price, choosing the schools in Busan or Daegu would be good. Okay. Another good question from the evaluators. Is there an age limit for the program? There are no like maximum level. However, when it comes to minimum level, in order to get the visa, you need to be in the university. Being a university, meaning you need to at least over 18 years old, and you need to have at least high school diploma in your country. So age 18 years old would be the minimum wage in order to get a visa, in order to get a university program. Let's say, for example, I don't want to get a visa. I just want to like study short term. Still, you need to be 18 years old and university, high school, having a high school diploma. Okay. From the Alba Maria, how longest is the visa for student study there? Can I apply for a whole year course? Yes. So like I said, in order to stay long term, which is over 90 days, you need to apply for visa. To get a visa, you need to at least minimum apply for the 6 months, which is 2 terms. Like I said, there are, March, June, September, and December, right? So in order to get the visa, you need to at least minimum, you need to apply for 2 terms. And then you can apply for 1 year. That's totally possible. Or sometimes even 8 terms, 8 terms, which is up to 2 years. So default visa, you can apply for the visa maximum 2 years. Good. Sorry. Good questions today. From the Nadilao, if I go to Korea for 6 months and I have to do quarantine 2 weeks before, will I be able to finish the course? Yes. What we do in Korea, so for example, like I said, March, June, September, and December. So when it comes to, let's say, for example, September, you need to come, a little bit earlier than that to think about 2 weeks quarantine. And then, so, for example, if the term start like September 1st, which is actually Gangguk does, then you need to come, let's say, for example, in the middle of August or a little bit earlier than like a middle, then you can do the 2 weeks quarantine and then going to study in person or offline in the university. So yes, you should finish your school without a quarantine. So you can just come a little bit earlier than the school start. A very good question from the Lord Shunaiza, 95. Is 1 year enough to become fluent in Korean? I would say, of course, it's going to be depending on the meaning of fluent. But in general, I would say it's yes and no. It's half and half. Because I need to know like your current, level of your Korean. And then even, let's say, for example, studying 1 year could go very, very fast. Meaning that 1 year, you need to be very active in class and out of class in order to becoming fluent. So there are too many factors to answer the questions. But giving you some our experiences is 80% would be no, but 20% would be yes. So if you are study hard and if you are very active out of the class in the class as well, then you will be quite fluent, meaning that you can communicate with Korean a little bit of like Korean well enough. So 1 year could be yes, you can do that, but it's going to be very, very challenging. It's not easy. Thank you for answering my question. No worries. I'm just worried because on September 1st, she will be there for 90 days. Oh, okay, okay. It's okay just to have applications in. Was waiting for apostille. Apostille. Yes, yes. I see. So September come. I see. I understand why you worrying about her visa. I understand. But once again, just let us know. We can keep supporting your daughter for the visa. Okay, I think I answered the question. Another good question from the Alba Maria. When I finish to study Korean language, I would also like to study a major in university. Could I still extend my visa more time? Yes. So major undergraduate from the university has different type of visa, which call it D2 visa. So you can change it from D4 language program to D4 D2 undergraduate program within Korea. So that's possible. And once again, uh, that meaning that like you can apply for visa, meaning that it's not like a 100% guaranteed. So you can apply for visa, but of course, rare cases you might not be able to extend it. But I believe most of cases you can extend it within Korea. Another question from the YouTube: Why did I not receive my acceptance letter? I sent my letter a month ago, and I have not received a response. Hmm. Thank you for asking. Once again, I think you could be one of the countries that we cannot support. That's why you might not be able to receive our reply. So sorry about it. If not, just let us know. Please send us the contact form that I put it on the YouTube chat. Please contact us again so that we can reply you right away. Sorry about the delay, and then we will get back to you as soon as possible. My daughter filled out the contact form online a week and a half ago, but hasn't heard from anyone yet. This is to come in December. Once again, sorry about it. Let us check the contact form once again. We will get back to you as soon as possible. Sorry about it. When would the class be starting? From the now. So, like I said, Korea university course has 4 terms: March, June, September, and December. So each term started like pretty much early March, early June, or sometimes like early March or middle of June. It's same to any other term. So early June, middle of the June, early September, middle of the September, early December, and middle of the December. So I hope this answers you. If you decide that the COVID is high right now, even if you pay, can you change to a later term or even get a refund? That's totally possible. So let's say, for example, if you go through all the like process and then if you have like personal reason to cancel the course, then that's totally possible. Just let us know. Just let us know so that we can sort it out with the schools to get to delay your term to later or to get a full refund. But once again, meaning that like it's gonna be before starting the term. After starting term, there are refund policy, but before starting term, there is always like a possible way to get full refund. Okay. I'm from Peru. What would be the whole cost? First of all, we also have the video about the cost of living, including the whole price of whole like fees in our YouTube channel. So with like more details. So please check that out from our YouTube channel. To give you a little bit of like information, for example, the most important thing would be the study, I think. So meaning that when you study in Seoul, then the cost of the one term would be about 1,500 US dollar one term. And then to living in Korea, accommodation would be about 13 or 12 or 1,300 USD. So when you sum it up, then it's gonna be 27, 28, 100 USD for 3 months, only studying and living. So when you can sum up like your expanding habit, based on your expanding habit, they're like food cost, shopping, having fun. If you sum up, then it's gonna be about 5 or 40, 100 USD for 3 months. Okay. Hi, I have like 37 years old, I guess. I want to learn Korean. Is it possible? Yes, like I said, in order to join our Korean program, the minimum wage is 18 years old. You should have like high school diploma, but there are no maximum age. So 37 years old is no problem at all. No problem at all. I really want to learn Hanguk, Hangul. When do the June term starts at Hanyang or Dongguk in 2022? So first of all, Dongguk's schedule hasn't been published, but Hanyang schedule, let me see. When it starts for June term, June 7th of 2022 is going to be starting date of the June term in Hanyang University 2022. But of course, it could be slightly different. So let us know. Let us know so that we can answer you back. No problem. Thank you for your answering. Oh, yes, I covered all the questions. Nice. The last question, I think. And will you help with getting a Korean bank account once we get there? That's pretty much like a school will tell you where to get a bank opening. School, when they do the orientation, either online or offline, they will tell you about how to open the Korean bank and getting a registration card. What else? Those like general questions. The school will tell you during the orientations. Good. Another thing. 답변 완료. Oh, it's already 55. Oh my God. Time flies. Could I stay with the Korean family to better my Korean in Korea? Yes. So in terms of the accommodation, we can help you to get like a homestay. That's totally possible. So let us know what kind of homestay you want to stay during your stay, and we can help you totally fine. I am not really sure if it is asked already. Can I still apply for December? Yes. So for the December term, we are accepting. So for the December, actually we just starting school. The application date just started. But if you wanna study in December, I want you to contact us right now, and you need to finish your applications as soon as possible. You still have like 1.5 months to apply for December, but still, the faster the better always. The sooner the better always. So let us know, so that you can get our help, what to prepare for this and that, this school and visa and accommodation. So I want you to contact us and get help from us right now. Al Hanyang classes still in person for fall? You mean for now or for the next year? For now, I would say I believe it's starting. I'm not sure 100%. Let us check. Let us because, like I said, some school does like offline, online at the same time during the pandemic, or sometimes even whole like a term would be online or whole term would be offline. So I'm not sure. Sorry about it. Let me check and then let us know at info@gogohanguk.com so that we can help you. But when you ask about the next year September, we cannot tell it's gonna be offline and online. However, I'm pretty sure there will be offline classes in 2022 September term for this year. Sorry, I'm not sure. Sorry about it. Just want to say you run a really great and helpful platform. Thank you so much. We are doing best to do our best to support you, support many people, as many as possible. But like I said, from in the middle of our live streaming, there are certain countries that we can help, certain countries we cannot help. So that's why sometimes you cannot get a reply from us because we cannot help people from the country. We have limited like manpower as well as limited like support because of the strict administration of MOFA rules. So sorry about it. Sorry for the delay or sorry for not helping you now. But like I said, we are trying to expand our service to help you more. The reason that because of that, we just opened our French site 2 months ago or 3 months ago. So we are helping you with English, Italian, and Spanish and French. So hopefully there will be more language support in the near future. Okay. Yes, please keep in touch with us so then we can help you. Okay. All right, I guess. Is the summer culture and Korean language program canceled for next year too? If you are asking about study trip, then we are planning to open for the next year's study trip. It's going to be prepared very soon and then launched soon. So keep in touch or keep checking our site. I cannot tell when exactly, but very soon we are going to open the study trip course. Okay. All right. Oh my God, 1 hour go fast. So this is Eddy from Gogo Hanguk. We are helping you to come to Korea to study Korean. And thank you for all the great questions. And sorry for the delay for our response. We are having a hard time to reply you with a high volume of the emails, but we will get back to you as soon as possible. Sorry about the delay. Okay. Next time I'm coming back with the regular Thursday live streaming. I don't think it's gonna be this week, but next week I will come back, or in 2 weeks I will come back in Thursday live streaming. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you for all the great questions. Good. Okay. Have a great Monday. This is 9 a.m. Korea, Seoul, South Korea. Monday. What a good day. I'm very happy to do the live streaming in YouTube finally. Oh my God. I guess last pretty much 1.5 months I tried to do live streaming in YouTube and Instagram at the same time, but I couldn't do that. Sorry about YouTube, but I know how to do. So hopefully from the next live streaming there wouldn't be no problem. There wouldn't be problem. Okay. Have a great day. Have a great night. Great day. From the Algeria 1 a.m. Oh, sorry. It's quite late. Okay. 바이바이. 안녕. 감사합니다. 오늘도 감사합니다. See you next Thursday or next Thursday or next Thursday. Okay, bye-bye.